The Last Salute. Princess Leonor heartbreaking goodbye in military uniform. The princess the world thought they knew, Spain's future queen, radiant in youth, destined for royal crowns and glittering ceremonies. That's what everyone expected. But no one expected this. In her crisp military uniform, with tears in her eyes and steel in her heart, Princess Leonor raised her hand one final time. A salute not of protocol, but of farewell. The last salute. But the real question is, farewell to whom? And why now, when her journey as a soldier, a daughter, and a future queen is only just beginning? This is not the story of pomp and pageantry. This is the story of sacrifice, love, and a goodbye that left even hardened generals silent. Let's begin. Princess Leonor, heir to the Spanish throne, has walked a path unlike any royal before her. From the moment she enrolled in Spain's military academy, the world saw a young woman determined to prove that being queen is more than ceremony, it is service, discipline, and strength. The uniform became her second skin, her rifle her companion, her salute her pledge to the nation she will one day lead. But now, something has shifted. In a ceremony both intimate and grand, Leonor appeared before her fellow cadets for what many believe was her last salute in uniform. Cameras captured the moment, her back straight, her eyes glistening, her hand rising with military precision. To the untrained eye, it was just another official ritual. But those who know her, those who watched closely, saw something different, an unspoken goodbye. Why was this moment so heavy, so heartbreaking? The answer lies in the clash between destiny and duty. For Leonor, the uniform represented a promise that she would not only rule from a throne, but serve from the front lines. Yet the weight of monarchy now presses harder. As her royal duties grow, the days of drills and training, of camaraderie in the barracks, of blending in as just another cadet, must come to an end. The last salute marked the closing of one chapter, and the painful beginning of another. But this story is not just about a uniform. It is about identity. Who is Leonor, when stripped of her crown, her palace, her titles? In the academy, she was one of them. A soldier. A comrade. A young woman who endured sleepless nights, grueling marches, and the sting of cold wind across the parade ground. Among her fellow cadets, she wasn't, Your Royal Highness. She was simply Leonor. And in that life, she found belonging. So when she raised her hand that final time, she wasn't just saluting Spain. She was saying goodbye to the only life where she was allowed to be ordinary. The silence that followed spoke louder than any applause. Generals bowed their heads. Fellow cadets fought to hold back tears. Even Queen Letizia, often composed and restrained, was seen wiping her eyes as her daughter, her little girl, transformed before her very eyes into a symbol of both sacrifice and strength. But the goodbye carried deeper tension still. Because not everyone in the royal household believes Leonor should have ever worn the uniform. Some argue that a queen should remain untouched by military hardship, that her role is symbolic, not practical. Others, including King Felipe himself, insisted that only by serving could she understand the weight of command. The result? A daughter caught between her father's vision and the world's expectations. This last salute was more than a gesture. It was a declaration that while Leonor will one day lay aside her rifle, she will never forget the lessons the uniform carved into her soul. Yet, as always with royalty, every answered question births another. If this was truly her last salute in uniform, what comes next? Will she fully step into her role as Spain's crown princess, devoting herself to diplomacy, tradition, and preparing for the throne? Or will she continue, in some way, to keep her bond with the military alive, reminding her people that their future queen has stood where they stand, fought where they fight, and wept as they weep? The people of Spain are divided. For some, this farewell is heartbreaking, a reminder that monarchy is sacrifice, that even a princess must give up a part of herself for the sake of duty. For others, it is inspiring, a demonstration that Leonor is ready to grow into her destiny, to leave behind the training ground and embrace the crown. But beneath the politics, beneath the symbolism, lies the most human truth of all. A young woman, barely stepping into adulthood, had to say goodbye to a life she loved. Not because she wanted to, but because destiny demanded it. The last salute. The final goodbye. A moment frozen in time. And yet, the story doesn't end there. Because Leonor's farewell has ignited something unexpected. Across Spain, young men and women who once doubted the monarchy now see in their princess a reflection of themselves. They see someone who walked their path, endured their struggles, and now carries their stories into the halls of power. Could this be the very thing that saves the monarchy in Spain? A bridge between ruler and ruled, built not on ceremony, but on sweat, sacrifice, and the ache of goodbye. And still, questions remain. Was this truly her last salute, or will history surprise us again? Could Leonor one day return, in moments of crisis, to stand once more in uniform? Or was this farewell final, the closing of a door she will never reopen? Only time will tell. For now, one image endures: a young princess, in crisp uniform, her hand raised high, eyes glistening, body trembling under the weight of history. The last salute. A symbol of love, of loss, and of the heavy crown that awaits her. Europe watches. Spain weeps. The world wonders. And Leonor, princess, soldier, daughter, future queen, walks forward, carrying the memory of that heartbreaking goodbye in every step she takes. Because the crown may rest on her head one day, but the uniform, the farewell, and the last salute will remain forever in her heart.